What's going on here?
Hello there.
I'm gonna stay right here where it's nice and safe.
I mean, your hair has been blow-dried. You woke up and blow-dried that, blew-dried it, blew-dried it.
Raise your hand if you're lazy. I won't judge you.
Okay, now I want you to stop trying to become a morning person because nobody wants to become a morning person.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to NSS. This is the Reynolds Report. Rami Malek took a tumble off the Oscar stage after accepting his award Sunday night. Malek appears to have accidentally slipped while trying to exit the stage after the live broadcast had panned away from him. The Bohemian Rhapsody star had to set his Oscar down on the edge of the stage as audience members in the front row came to his aid. Paramedics were quickly called to the scene and treated Malek from a seat in the front row. He was later moved to a private area backstage, but did not appear to be visibly hurt when he arrived in the press room later to speak. Eddie T. Johnson is the superintendent of the Chicago Police Department. He was on Good Morning America yesterday and talked about Empire star Jussie Smollett.
You were treating Jussie Smollett as the victim. When did it turn from being a possible hate crime to a possible hoax?
So what happened, when at the very beginning, when he explained and gave his version of events to us, he described it to us, and we treated it like a hate crime. One of the things that I think is important to recognize is although the two attackers were masked, he was able to say he could see around their eyes that they were white-skinned, or at least the one guy was a white-skinned person. So that's how we approached it. The entire time that we investigated the incident, he was treated like a victim. As you know, we picked up the two individuals after we identified who they were. We were waiting for them at O'Hare Airport when they came back from overseas. We took them in and started talking to them. Now, we were legally able to hold them for 48 hours, and I refused to let CPD characterize him as a suspect unless we had concrete evidence. The 47th hour that we had those two individuals in custody is when it changed.
What changed in that 47th hour?
So we had gathered up a lot of evidence and facts before then, but what changed was that they then became cooperating witnesses.
The check that we saw in Eva Pilgrim's report, the $3,500, did the brothers specifically say that was for the attack?
They said that he paid them $3,500 with a check to
But did they say what it was for?
Yeah, to carry out this incident.
Hey, Barbie, your boyfriend has a new look. It's Ken with a man bun. In fact, Barbie has 15 new guys to choose from, including employed millennial and unemployed millennial. But they both dress the same way. Man bun Ken. Just pull his string.
Cool dream house, Barbie. Mind if I stay over a few nights while I'm looking for my next gig?
Man bun Ken. Soul Cycle, yoga mat, and overpowering body spray sold separately.
Donald Trump announced he's going to throw a big party with fireworks on July 4th. In addition, Trump said he'd like to throw a big party for Jesus on December 25th. Give Donald Trump credit. What other president could turn "let's choose love over hate, let's do the right thing" into a personal racist insult directed against himself? Meanwhile, a former campaign staffer alleges that Trump kissed her without consent. If only there was some documented recorded audio involving Access Hollywood that could verify this claim. An Australian man who professionally impersonates North Korea's Kim Jong-un was kicked out of Vietnam ahead of Kim's arrival. The world is ass backwards, folks. They get rid of the harmless fake, but welcome the real-life dictator and murderer. New investigation reveals that a senior Pentagon official orchestrated fake bonuses for employees totaling $300,000. For example, there was a suspicious check made out to someone simply named G.I. Joe. The NFL is going to force teams to tone down their touchdown celebrations. That means no more hot air balloons or motorcycle jumps. The latest study shows that personalities of dogs can change over time. That explains why my dog is suddenly into cooking. Time for Nobody Gives a Apparently, you can now book a room and stay at the gas station from the movie The Texas Chainsaw Massacre. It's for people who think that staying at a stranger's Airbnb apartment isn't quite creepy enough. Hey, Airbnb, nobody gives a In Florida, an alligator grabbed a golfer's tee shot in midair. Well, that's one way to make golf more interesting. Hey, Tiger, nobody gives a And a Virginia brewing company plans to release a Lucky Charms-inspired beer. Great, just what we need. Another reason to drink in the morning. Hey, stupid beer ideas. Nobody gives a Thanks, everybody. We have a new episode of the Reynolds Report for you every weekday. Be sure to check out NSS Live, starring Frank D'Angelo, Tuesdays and Thursdays for NSS Live.